Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, my name is Aurelia Talitha Zaffira. Today I'm gonna tell you a story that I made, and it's called Sing Yourself. Summer must be the most awaited season for Mr. Moon and his team, because it was the time that the long holiday came and brought many visitors to his theater. They have prepared a big show for the summer, and they are very excited to see the day of the show. After a long and major preparation, the big summer show has arrived. However, there was something shocking that they don't even expect. The purchase line is unusually quiet. Only half of the theater had seats filled up with the audience. Mr. Moon, Miss Crowley, Johnny, Mina, Ash, Rosita, Gunter, Mike, Eddie, and the rest of the crew finally put on their spectacular show. But still, they were confused. Where did the audience go? Why there's only a few audience that came today? They finally got together to talk about this. They kept guessing what made the theater a little less public. In the middle of their confusion, Gunter suddenly said, "Oh yeah, I just remember. As I was leaving for the theater this morning, I saw a circus area which had just been opened. The line is really long, and the visitor seems very excited to get in the line," Gunter explained. Hearing Gunter, Rosita remembered something about this morning that happened at her house. After hearing Gunter, I remember one of my children who was swinging about coming to the circus area down the street. I just realized that the circus he was talking about was the same circus area, said Rosita to Gunter. After hearing that, they decided to go to the circus area on the next day. Just before the circus began, they already sitting on the audience seats. And finally, the circus has begun. They watched it very truly. Not often, they were shocked to find out just how much the circus played. The endless attraction must have fascinated them. After the circus performance, they were still enthralled. Ash said, "Mr. Moon, you're so cool and amazing. How can we compete and pull the crowd back?" Hearing Ash say such a thing, Mr. Moon responded, "Calm down, Ash. We can definitely pull the crowd back," he said enthusiastically. Mina also tried to lift the spirits of Mr. Moon and her friends. "Come on, guys. Keep it up. I'm gonna make us the best lunch today." Hearing that, everyone cheered up. After a discussion, they decided to put on the same circus to attract the attention of the audience. They do what they can because circus is not in their specialty. Soon, they had declared that their theater was having a circus. Many visitors booked tickets out of curiosity. Mr. Moon and the others were very happy because eventually the theater was back full of audience. The time that Mr. Moon and the others to start the show finally arrived. The first attraction scene went smoothly. However, in the next attraction, Johnny suddenly fell. Not long after that, Ash tripped and sprained her leg. Then Mike, Rosita, and Gunter are bumping into each other during the attraction. The show went wrong. The audience left their seat. They are disappointed with the show. They were all sad because everything they had planned went wrong. In the middle of their sadness, Eddie suddenly said, We don't have time to be sad, my friends. Circus is not in our specialty. Let's show how much our singing and musical performance can accomplish. Hearing Eddie, Johnny seems to approve and said, I agree. This is not the time for us to give up. Then Mike looks at his friends and says, so, let's make a spectacular show of what we can do. Again, they are eager to plan the show and sail for their performance to succeed. Once again, they spread the news about their performance, saying that a special show was being prepared. So, visitors were intrigued. The show began with Mike and Johnny singing together. They made the audience weep because they performed it so beautifully. The next performance came from Mina, Rosita, Gunter, and Ash. And of course, there are musical instruments and audio recordings arranged in such a way by Mr. Moon, Miss Crowley, and Eddie. Finally, the show has come to an end, and it's time for the special show they've been promising. Their special show is to invite the audience to dance and sing together. The audience is excited when it comes to dancing and singing with them. The show ends with great fanfare. The moral of the story is, it's not a crime to be ourselves. We have to trust what we have. And surely, don't force yourself to be someone else, because everyone is beaming with their own charms. And that's the story. Thank you everyone. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.